Hi, I'm Zhang Liu, born in a small town, raised by big dreams. Traditional finance built walls, rules, limits. It tells you to wait, to prove, to deserve. Even when you hold something truly valuable, the system refuses to see it because you didn't write the rules. You only follow them. But freedom doesn't wait. Freedom creates. DeFi showed us what's possible. The future is even bigger than that. It's not just technology. It's a promise that talent, not titles, defines worth, that trust doesn't need permission, that doing good can be the most profitable act of all. It's not about a feature, it's about a future, a new way for value to move, a new way for money to live. I remember the first time I read the Bitcoin white paper and something inside me woke up. I realized it wasn't just about code. It was about rewriting what we thought was unchangeable. That document showed me how incomplete traditional finance truly was, how many of its limits weren't destiny, but design. Then came emphasis proof that creation itself could earn differently, that value could flow directly between people, without middlemen, without permission, and if money, fairness, and opportunity were all written once, then we can write better ones, a better way to define what counts as value, a better way to earn, a fairer way to make a living. I'm not here to make finance more human, I'm here to make it more scientific. For centuries, systems have called themselves science simply because they worked for a few while leaving millions outside the equation, but true science questions its own assumptions. If we once believed the earth was the center of everything and learned it wasn't, maybe it's time to realize finance isn't the center either. It's just a model one that can be rebuilt, measured, tested, and evolved. That's what my research is about. Not fixing the system, but finding what's real enough to replace it. That's why I'm pursuing my PhD, not just to imagine a better system, but to study it deeply, to find the real scientific paths that can make it work. I'm not chasing theory. I'm building a foundation for change that can actually stand, tested, proven, and shared with the world. I'm not asking for help. I'm inviting you to build, to turn research into action and vision into structure. This is for all of us, the creators, the dreamers, those who have felt the weight of unfairness, and the ones quietly pushing change forward. Technology gave us tools, humanity gives them meaning, and with that we can restore the brilliance of being human. Let's design a future that feels alive, a future that feels human again. To bring this vision to life, my PhD journey will unfold in 3 living stages, a path from research to reality. First, I'll go deep, studying Bitcoin, NFTs, and decentralization, not as passing trends, but as blueprints for how value can evolve, to understand how the old systems were written so we can learn how to write better ones. Then I'll work with AI, not as a separate tool, but as part of the ecosystem we're building, connecting human creativity with the way value is defined and exchanged. Finally, I'll collaborate with global thinkers and builders to turn these ideas into living systems, practical models that show how finance, fairness, and technology can work together to serve people directly. Every stage moves toward one purpose, bringing human meaning back into money and building the foundations of a fair, sustainable economy. And to make it real, I need your support. My goal is to raise $10,000 to cover the essentials: applications, research tools, and travel. But this isn't a donation. It's participation, an invitation to co-create. Every $25 helps keep the research open and transparent. $50 gives you access to my private Bitcoin notes. $100 brings you into live conversations about the future of decentralized value. And for $500, we connect directly to exchange ideas, insights, and possibilities. Your support fuels a shared experiment in freedom, fairness, and change.